Ministers, governors linked to terrorism during Buhari's administration remained in office. Retired Colonel Stan Labo speaks. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. A security consultant and defense strategist, Colonel Hassan Stan Labo, has stated that former President Muhammadu Buhari failed to make significant progress in combating terrorism during his 8-year tenure. In an interview on Arise News Television on Wednesday, Stan Labo claimed that during Buhari's administration, ministers and governors with alleged ties to terrorists were allowed to remain in their positions, including those responsible for national data. He said, and I quote, "I agree with the opinion that General Buhari in the last 8 years or thereabout did virtually nothing in our fight against terrorism. If anything, he promoted and enhanced a hardship as far as the fight against terrorism was concerned. It is unfortunate that we're talking about our number one citizen as of then within the period of the last 8 years, a period which I referred to that Nigeria had no political leader. We all saw the lines of actions taken by the political strategic level decision making taken from the presidency. Even the ministers who had business or things to do with terrorists were made to remain in their positions as ministers. One was even in charge of our national data. We allowed undue sentiment right from the presidency to be visited in our purported plan or action against terrorism." According to Stan Labo, during the Buhari administration, you could read religion, you could read tribalism, you could read ethnicity, and so on. It is unfortunate and at a subnational level, we had governors, especially from the north, under that administration that had all sorts of romance and unholy relationship with terrorism, denigrating to a situation where some of them were even talking of amnesty. It was shocking to some of us. Amnesty for who? You tell me they are repentant terrorists. Repentant from what? We are soldiers. Our duty is not to grant repentance. Our duty is to hasten your appointment to God in heaven or hell. He will grant you penance. For us to bring a large number of people from the forest who hitherto were armed and taken on fellow Nigerians, then on the appearance of soldiers, they dropped their weapons and you are compelled as professionals to take them, PWs, and bring them back to us and say, they're repentant what? Then you give their godfathers sitting in government houses to talk about amnesty and even refer to us of how amnesty was granted to some chaps way back under President Yaradua in the creeks. On President Bola Tinubu'S government, he said that nothing had changed from the previous administration. He advised the president not to listen to ill advice from those who have sympathy with the Buhari administration if he was sincerely and qualified to win the war against terrorism in Nigeria. We now have a new administration in place. In the last 6 to 7 months, I have not seen a change from what has been happening in the last 8 years. We hope that the president now is not listening to some ill advice coming in from some element who has sympathy with the last administration to him as to how to fight terrorism. The thing is, Oga, I see. I like say you come aside now, come talk more. Unfortunately, these people walking bow. They know they hear. All this now what they talk no they hear. See, it be like water when they pour for waiting, when they pour for stone. Do you understand? It be like water when they pour for stone. They don't they hear. So these people do not listen. They don't hear. They don't hear us. I can tell you for a fact. This man has said nothing but the truth. The previous organization, they came out to be telling us I keep hearing, it is the first time in my life, and I think in this world, maybe, that I will hear the word, that oxymoron word being played side by side. Repentant terrorists. And it should not have, as in they should not be on the same sentence or should I say in the same sentence. It should not even be referred to as oxymoron here. Repentant terrorists. Then you integrate them. It's just like somebody comes and slaughter people at will. And just because they encounter the Nigerian army, they are now made to lay down their arms. And then, instead of you to tell these people to hasten their appointment to God, just like this man said here, you come outside and you are like, they're no longer, they're now repentant. They have repented. They are now repentant. You use our hard-earned money, our taxes we pay to you. They buy these people rice. They give them chicken. They give them clothing. They take care of them with our hard-earned money. We will then kill their people. Something is wrong with us. Something in our brain don't they ferment. Respectfully. In our brain they do it in. You don't they ferment. Because listen to this. This is crap. So that time, that was how my head just did turn up and down. Whenever I hear this phrase, repentant terrorists, repentant terrorists, repentant terrorists, I'm saying, what is going on? People will come, create trauma. Have you listened to people who encounter these people? Have you listened to them? If you hear their stories for the rest of your life, if you hear their stories, you that listen to it, you are going to be shaken. Anytime you remember, your heart will sink. It did not happen to you, just that they start explaining themselves. Look at what happened to me. Look at what's now happened to me. They now did like this. They now did like that. You'll be shaken to your core. And then people create such traumas for people. Then come outside. They are repentant. So you see this administration, they don't start well. For those who are saying give him time, he did not begin well. For somebody who was chasing this presidency for the longest, he did not. It is just like he just wanted to bear the title. He didn't want to bear the responsibilities that comes with it. Retired Colonel Hassan Sabo, who is parading himself as a security consultant, sounds to me like a person who is after some goodies with the new government, acting as if he just dropped through an outer space. Much as I'm not at ease with Buhari's government, but he cannot divulge Bat from all the blame in Buhari's government. He is visible and a tall figure, going by the name leader of APC, yet characteristics bootleggers like this colonel wants to confuse us. Bat's ethnic inclined appointment in less than 1 year now has now broken the record far more than Buhari's government. He isn't real. I beg you. You see what the problem is? Look, I am not coming out to exonerate anybody to say this person is good. But anytime the truth is said, I stand by. No matter who is saying that truth, that is how it is supposed to be. Whether it is coming out from somebody who is a liar, I will identify with that truth, no matter who is saying it. Yes, this man, during Buhari time, might be there, but Tinubu'S time, from the beginning, look, our parents, how am I going to put it? They are people who you bring into your life as persons, as as friends. And as you work with the person character has not started to manifest. They begin to tell you, say, this person is not good for you. You have not, maybe you just met the person. It might even be your lover. You bring the person and introduce, this is my fiancé, this is my, and they're telling you, oh God, this one will work. And then later on, you start saying this because they don't start today. Okay, see what you do here, see what you do here, see what you. When you pick them and piece them together, you could tell what the person would amount to. Alright, so on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.